We are underweight, but we're reducing that underweight. And we continue to focus on staples and select industrial companies as well.
Neonates in North Korea are stunted. That means they are seriously underweight by World Health Organization.
Severely underweight, a little mangy looking. And when Roosevelt saw
whether it was 40 pounds underweight or 60, 70 pounds overweight, the
fact that not all eating disorders make us underweight. And there are a lot more eating disorders other than
nematode infections as a result of unsafe water. Such underweight in children is directly responsible for about 70%
becoming fat, even though underweight. 2.
A number of under 18.5, they would be considered underweight. There aren't too many people.
Mass index of 16.24, which is severely underweight, because of her unrealistic proportion.
I know people that were born underweight, and they pretty much spent the whole life.
Your friends who are overweight, and I'm all just include your friends who are underweight. We didn't find significant differences.
Eventually convicted of taking underweight and undersized fish.
Put that at the top. So for underweight women, she recommended a net weight gain of 50 to 62 pounds.
Of underweight births went down a little bit and then seemed to go up.
An overweight GM, because this is all relative to the market, and
what the woman weighed before she got pregnant.
Right.
So women who are underweight, we recommend they gain a little bit more. Women who are
you are dramatically underweight, your life
and underweight the others accordingly, and actually doesn't change.
We can just plug in a few examples of underweight and non-underweight predictions using data from our real data.
Overweight, it buys everything for you that was underweight, just the exact number.
I was underweight, and I was taking medicine to be.
It is hard because especially when they're physically very underweight, you're worried about them.
World. So when we look at those that are considered underweight, they have a BMI.
And even if we're severely underweight, we'll think we're overweight and we're not happy. Are underweight and have an eating disorder. Eating disorders. Weight. Most people think it's only underweight people. And underweight.
Appetite, being underweight, or having pressure wounds when they come into the hospital.
And women is 19, which is at the high end of what's considered underweight. And while being too thin,
Fund, don't underweight Uncle Sam in a debt crisis. This week's Wealth Track guest has been
75% of TV female sitcom characters are underweight. A sports magazine.
If the patient is grossly underweight, possibly malnourished, that diminished nutrition and hydration